And if you watch the fight with all of us, a controversial finish, we're going to hear from at least one half of the split decision in just a moment. Ray Mancini, the Hall of Famer, the champ, Tony Harrison, who is here, and I'm Chris Myers. Let's get your thoughts. First of all, we're able to expound upon what happened. Did you think that Gausha won this fight?
Yeah, I got Terrell Gausha won the fight. I thought he just outworked Austin tonight. I love Austin Trout. He's everything good about boxing. I just didn't think tonight was his night. And it's unfortunate when a young man like Terrell Gausha doesn't get the decision, which I thought he should have earned.
I thought Gausha did an amazing job. I told you he had to make it a young man's sport. Today he did. You know, I got to go back and watch the tape, but I thought Gausha won.
And so there you go, but it wasn't that way. If we recap the highlights, as we were going through this, and you all pointed out how Gausha set the tone early. We didn't have any knockdowns in this fight. There were moments where each fighter was able to land punches, but consistently it seemed, as we look at this, Ray, that it was Gausha who was more effective when he needed to be.
Yeah, he was getting off first. His punches more, as you said, more effective. They were sharper, crisper. And the bottom line, he just hit the other man more than I thought Austin hit him. That was the bottom line.
And the cleaner shots just were landed by Gausha. I thought Austin Trout actually did a good job in the later round, just trying to hustle and be the active fighter. But when it comes to clean shots, I thought Terrell Gausha did it by a landslide.
Yeah, it was a first draw for both fighters' careers. Tony, this is your division, and you're a champ, and we saw what Cordell Booker did earlier, and maybe one of these fighters will fight him and get a chance to take on one of the champs in the super welterweight division. Does this derail anything in your mind for Gausha's chances of advancing the up-and-comer?
You know what? I thought he went against a very skillful, a very experienced veteran in Austin Trout. I don't think he should be deterred. I think he'll probably go back at the tape and see what everybody else saw, and you know, he'd probably go back to the drawing board and say, you know what, I won the fight. I'm looking for bigger and better things, and I think the world will say the same thing.
You know, Chris, personally, I think after Tony's next fight, if Tony should get through Jermell Charlo, Tony should be a stand-up guy and give this guy next to him a shot.
We like the hat. And don't throw your hat in the ring, Terrell Gausha, who came in as the slight underdog, only one defeat, and he's joining us now. You outlanded and outpunched Trout according to all the numbers, and we heard you afterwards in your brief comments post-fight. You felt, even going into that last round, that you were winning and had won the fight.
Yeah, I definitely felt like I was winning that fight. I felt like I was controlling it. I don't see what they were scoring, but you know that's not my job.
Okay. Through the fight, the later parts of the round, I kind of felt like you kind of lagged up. You kind of was using your movement a little more instead of putting the pressure on and making it clear to us that you were winning the fight. Was it something that your corner said?
No, it wasn't that. It was you know, I was getting over a cold. I could barely breathe in there. You know, we don't like to make excuses, so we had to do what we had to do. You make adjustments. And that's what I did. Instead of banging with him, I had to be the sharper fighter and box.
Well, I thought you did that. I thought tonight, look, I thought you did a good job of slipping and sliding and countering. And like I said, Austin's everything good about boxing. I love Austin Trout as a fighter. I just didn't think tonight was his night. I think he got out-hustled by the younger fighter and fresher fighter, because Austin's had a lot of fights against his resume is second to none.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we're going to try and have Austin Trout join us as well. What was your strategy going into the fight, what you thought might happen, and what played out or didn't play out in the way you wanted it, other than the result?
Well, yeah, exactly, man. You know, we put a lot into this game. We put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to this game, and to have something taken from me, it feel bad, you know. So, but overall, I felt like I did good in the fight. Austin Trout, he's a veteran. Obviously, he's not somebody you could just walk in there and destroy, but I felt like I did good as picking him and landing my shots and getting out the way.
You know, he said, let's do it again. He called for a rematch. That's, you know, hey, that's a stand-up guy. He called for a rematch. You know, if you could get it, would you take it?
I mean, I'm not a fighter to duck away from any fights, but I want bigger and better fights. This is my third southpaw fighting in a row. I want to look for different, bigger and better things and try to mix it up a little bit.
Okay. Just say, like I said, you know, all of us thought you may have pulled the fight off, even if by a little bit. If we was to get Trout those rounds we thought were close.
Yeah.
Where do you go from here? What is your next step?
We had to see what open up for me, because I felt like this fight didn't take me backwards. It only spring me forward. So it's big fights in the division. It's a lot of big fighters. You're a champion. I want to be a world champion too. So who knows? Who knows?
Well, our thoughts are with you for a tough week. We all thought you fought a great fight. Good luck in the future, and thanks for coming by afterwards.
Condolences to you, bro.
And for
you,
handling a tough, controversial decision in a classy manner. Now, we're live here in Biloxi, Mississippi, at the theater, and joining Tony and Ray and myself is Austin Trout. And Austin, you were moving forward much of the fight. Maybe that gave you the advantage, but were you as surprised as many here that you wound up, no disrespect, with a draw in this fight?
Yeah, you could say that. I got to go back and watch the fight, see how it looked, because how it felt. You know what I mean? How it looked are two different things, but I'm not happy with the performance.
Your performance?
I feel like I could have definitely done better. My timing was off. I mean, this is what happens when you're off for a year and you try to come back and take on a killer like Gausha.
Yeah, I thought you had your moments where you were a little off balance, where you were a little sloppy, a little wide. If Gausha doesn't want the rematch, tell me where do you step and where do you go from here?
If he doesn't want the rematch, we're just gonna keep picking up the bottom of the barrel until we climb our way to the top. I ain't no quitter, and I refuse to believe that this is what Austin Trout is about. This is what an unactive Austin Trout is about, and I take my hat up to Gausha, but I need that back. I need to run that back.
Austin, I've known you for a long time, and I said you're everything good about boxing, man. You really are. I admired it. So sometimes I'm not saying, like you said, you have to go back and look at it, and you got to see. Been off for a year, as you said. Sometimes we got to say to ourselves, "This is what we want." Not that it's what you don't want, but you want to fight the bigger guys, the biggest fights.
Right.
Right. But if your body lets you down, sometimes you got to rethink it.
I need to earn it. If I can't get through, the likes of Gausha while I'm sharp, then we have to figure out another route.
That's right.
So you think this does, even though it's a draw, your performance maybe hurt your chances to get that fight you want? Absolutely.
Like I said, I didn't perform not even close to the best of my ability. I didn't even perform to my abilities, period. So, we got to go back, watch the fight, get back in the gym ASAP, and get back in the ring even sooner.
Yeah, Trout, I'm listening to you, man, and everything about you is a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
I always said that from the bottom.
That, man.
Everything, you talking and it's sincere. It's it's no shade in it, and everything is sincere. How active do you like? When is the next time you see yourself being in the ring again after fighting today?
I'm in shape. I'm not hurt. 2 months. Why not? A month. Next month. I don't have to heal up. All I need to do is go back and figure out why we weren't on time, and get that timing back. So, as soon as 2 months, I would love to be back in. It's about to be June, end of July, August. Let me get back in there.
Yeah, you don't see yourself hurt though, Trout. But I seen a lot of shots you wouldn't normally get hit with today.
I know.
You got hit with today.
And I saw him coming.
And it's
it was
scary.
Like move, and it's too late. Like that timing was slightly off, And if I'm back in the ring quickly and I'm active and it's still the same, then we have to take some deeper thoughts about what we're going to do.
Yeah, and you told us when we met with you yesterday, you're a young 33, and that physically you thought you were okay, so maybe this is a little more rust. Is that what you're saying? Or at least you need to prove that to yourself.
I need to prove that it's rust. If it ain't rust, then it's me. And I hope it's not me. Because in the ring, in sparring and things like that, I'm sharp. When it came time to perform, I wasn't there. So, let me get right back in. And again, if after I knock the rust off, because Gausha knocked the rust off tonight. So, we get right back in and we can't perform like we know we can, then we'll take a deep look at what we're going to do next.
Yeah, we had talked to him. If you could, a thought on him and his bright future as a young up-and-comer. He's only 2 years younger than you, but we know his Olympic background and where he wants to go. What impressed you the most about the way he fought?
He hit me.
Yeah, he got to you.
He got to me. That was impressive enough, and I didn't think he would be able to get to me. So, no shade to Gausha, but I'm much better than that. And if I'm not, then I need to think of something else. But, again, it's hard coming off a whole year of not doing nothing.
And fighting a guy like him.
And fighting a guy like he's an Olympian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, no matter what I think about, he is an Olympian. Only has one loss to the former champion. And you got to look at that. Like, he beat 21 people and only lost one. So coming off a year layoff and fighting a guy like Gausha, you know what I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
And then again, if I could, now that Russ is knocked off, I could get right back in and I can't do what I know I can do, then that's when we got to think about something else.
Yeah, it was a terrific matchup and a fun bout to watch, and I know you fought a lot of the best in the sport over the years in your weight division, so thanks for coming by here. Good luck to you, and we'll talk to you again in the future.
Thank you, man.
All right,
my guy.
Austin Trout, a young 30, says he still watches cartoons. That's
Thank you for watching. Well, if you enjoyed that clip, make sure you click somewhere around here and subscribe. From fight highlights to exclusive interviews, we have got everything you need as a boxing fan right here on PBC on Fox.